Hello and welcome to this top 10 video from Football Weekender. I've been lucky enough to go on some brilliant away days across Europe watching football matches, but it's time I looked a little bit closer to home. Which away days are a must-do for fans visiting my own country? This is the top 10 away days in England. Okay, so before we start, let's set out a few criteria to consider. What's the town like and what is there to do there? How easy is it to get there? What's the stadium like and what is the atmosphere like? What's the food like? And a wildcard factor, how unique is the whole package? Right then, let's get going with the top 10.
Number 10, Forest Green.
We start our list with a really unique club, and that's the main reason that they're included here. Forest Green Rovers have been named the greenest team in the world by FIFA and are the world's first carbon neutral professional sports team. You won't find a greasy beef burger or a limp hot dog here. All of the food in the stadium is vegan and it's all great. The Q pie, made with corn, is an award winner. The new lawn is a nice mix of modern and traditional stadium, and the lime green dotted around the ground makes it stand out more than most. And it's only small, but the atmosphere is really good. The club is based in Nailsworth, which is a lovely town, but quite difficult to get to by public transport, so you'll be coming in the car to this one. But you will be in the Cotswolds, so you can always make a wholesome weekend of it. It's a really unique club in a really beautiful part of the country, so it is definitely worth a visit.
Number 9, Grimsby Town.
We're off to the seaside next and to Grimsby and Cleethorpes. Get the train into Cleethorpes station and you can head straight out onto the promenade for a walk down the beach. There's loads going on, plenty of pubs, and you'll find some of the best chippies around for some fish and chips. Blundell Park generates a really great atmosphere and the fans are fantastic. Although some of the stands look a little newer, the central part of the main stand dates back to 1901, making it the oldest stand in Football League. Facilities in the away end maybe aren't the best, but you do have your own bar, Scotty's. So to summarise, by the seaside, great pubs, great fish and chips, traditional football club, a proper English away day.
Number 8, Millwall.
This one might divide opinion, as I can't imagine many away fans saying that they enjoy a trip to the Den. But two of our criteria are the atmosphere and how unique the visiting experience is, and Millwall scores very high on these two. The Den has maybe the most hostile atmosphere in the UK. It is fierce. If you're a neutral fan and you've only experienced the sanitised atmospheres that are found at the majority of Premier League clubs, then this is the polar opposite. It's raw passion. There aren't too many pubs or food options around the stadium, but you're in London, the transport links are great, so there's tons of stuff nearby. But this one is all about the match. I've stood in block 20 of the Dockers stand, and speaking as someone who has been to hundreds of matches all over the world, it is a unique experience, believe me.
Number 7, Bradford City.
To West Yorkshire next, and Bradford might not be the first place you think of when you think of great English away days, but hear me out on this one. The Broadway in the city centre is really smart, as is the City Hall and gardens, and there's tons of cheap and good food options nearby. Explore the tunnels at Sunbridge Wells, which is a really unique place for a pre-match pint. As for the football club, Valley Parade is a really impressive stadium, particularly for the lower leagues, and the atmosphere is brilliant on match days. Although Bradford are currently in the 4th tier of the English Football League system, they're getting attendances of over 17,000 per week, which is absolutely huge at that level. And Bradford is the curry capital of the UK, so you have to head to a curry house after the match. This one is a really underrated away day and definitely belongs on this list.
Number 6, Cheltenham Town.
This away day has absolutely loads going for it, but let's start with the stadium. Whaddon Road has had several different names over the years for sponsorship reasons, but it's a really traditional ground with a nice away end and friendly home fans. It's quite a long walk from the train station, but it's only a 20-minute walk from the town centre, which has tons of places to eat and drink. And again, this one's on the edge of the Cotswolds, so it's in a beautiful part of the country. But there is one big particular reason that this makes our list: Cheltenham Racecourse. Cheltenham is the home of National Hunt Racing and that is an absolute must-do if you get the opportunity. If you can combine going to the races on the Friday and then going to the match on the Saturday, then away day weekends do not get much better than that.
Number 5. Dulwich Hamlet.
Back to London again for number 5. Earlier we spoke about the ferocious atmosphere that you would experience at the Den. Just a 20-minute drive away is a football club that sit on the absolute opposite end of that spectrum. Dulwich Hamlet are probably the friendliest club in England. They've been tagged as a hipster football club, and some people might say that as an insult, but I don't see much wrong with good beer, good food and good morals. Crowds are really big for non-league football and the atmosphere is great. The main stand has a really traditional club bar, outside are food stalls offering excellent food, and you can stand so close to the pitch that you can practically smell the grass. Dulwich is a leafy part of London with some nice pubs around, but if you fancy a more lively night out after the match, then you can head to nearby Brixton or Peckham. I would highly recommend visiting Champion Hill on a warm summer evening in May or August and standing behind the goal with a beer watching the match. It's an idyllic English football experience.
Number 4. Blackpool.
We're heading back to the seaside at number 4, and it's a classic away day. Get the train into Blackpool North Station, head to one of the many nearby pubs or bars, walk down the promenade by the beach, past Blackpool Tower, stop off for some fish and chips and some more beers, then off to Bloomfield Road for the match. Job done. Blackpool is a brilliant away day in a really fun town. Bloomfield Road is a fairly modern stadium with a good view of the pitch from everywhere inside and noisy home fans. Long story short, Blackpool away is an absolute must for any football fan when they get the opportunity.
Number 3. Stockport County.
In Stockport, both the town and the football club are on the rise. It's easy to get to, there are plenty of food and drink options around the market in the middle of the town centre, and the Peak District is on your doorstep if you want to make a weekend of it and get out for a hike. The train station is on the Manchester to London line and it's only a 10-minute walk away from Edgeley Park. Outside the stadium there's a great fan zone with some of the food on offer there going viral on social media. And inside the stadium the atmosphere can be bouncing at times. On the downside, the railway end, which usually houses the away fans, isn't covered, so you'll probably get wet. The town and the football club are both seeing serious investment right now, so this away day is only going to get better. Oh, and if you do come by car, when you come off the motorway, you'll see the 8th wonder of the world, the Blue Pyramid of Stockport.
Number 2. Newcastle United.
We only have one Premier League team on this list, but they're right up there at number 2. Newcastle away is a long journey for most away fans, but absolutely worth it. If you're travelling by car up the A1, then you'll pass the impressive Angel of the North, and if you're travelling by train, then you'll find yourself slap bang in the middle of the city centre and just a 10-minute walk from St James's Park. There's tons of pubs for a pre-match pint and a great atmosphere in the city. Food-wise, there's everything you could possibly ever want, but Newcastle is also the birthplace of another English institution, Greggs. Inside the stadium, the home fans create an amazing atmosphere, they're loud, there's tons of flags, and even the odd tifo. St James's Park is a football cathedral. This away day has everything, a brilliant city, an amazing stadium and an unbelievable atmosphere. The only downside, if you're an away fan, you need an oxygen tank to get up to the away section. It is high.
Number 1. Sheffield United.
At number 1, we're in the Steel City of Sheffield. Sheffield United away ticks every box. Spend pre-match in a smart city centre or head over to the more leafy Eccleshall Road. Beer is reasonably priced and the nightlife is quality if you want to carry on after full time. It's easy to get to from everywhere. If you're in the car, you're just coming off the M1, and if you're on the train, then Bramall Lane is only a 20-minute walk from Sheffield Station. And if you're wondering why it's Sheffield United on this list and not Sheffield Wednesday, it's location that's the main reason. Hillsborough is just that little bit too far out of the city centre. Bramall Lane is a historic ground and it's the only football stadium to host an England Football International, an FA Cup final and an England Test cricket match. The home fans are passionate and the atmosphere can be electric. So, to sum up, Sheffield is a great city. Sheffield United are a proper, traditional English football club, and this away day is the full package. And that makes it fully deserving of the top spot on this list. So then, that's it. Do you agree with the list? Which English away days do you think should have been included on this list? Let me know in the comments. If you're interested in seeing more away day content, then don't forget to check out some of my other videos in towns and cities across the UK, Ireland and in Europe. And please give the video a big thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel for more top 10s and football weekenders. Take care and I'll see you on the next one.